Hey guys, welcome back to Dueling Destination. So this is a deck profile from Noble Knight. They actually got second place in Belize in the latest tournament they had. It was a box tournament. They had over 25 players from all over Belize gathered around, and also players that came in from Mexico, which made a big difference and really stepped up in the competitive side, and the Belizean duelists faced their opponents and they had fun. That's what Yu-Gi-Oh is all about. And in saying this, we have the deck profile that came in second, that is Noble Knights. And I have a quick report here before we even get to the deck profile, just to let you guys know how the player felt about piloting this deck. So this deck was piloted by Jonathan. He did a great job. Congratulations on your second place win. So I was asked them some questions in how they felt about the tournament. First of all, why did they use the deck that they used? What was their hardest matchup? And what do they think about Yu-Gi-Oh in Belize as a whole? And also I'll bring the matches for you guys. So as I asked him this question, Jonathan said that he was really nervous about this tournament. It had over 25 players, participants, and that's something big in Belize. This is just a local tournament that they try to have, and it's a box tournament. For most people it might not be something big, but do remember that these guys do not have a card shop, they do not have a locals, they do not have Konami supporting anything in Belize for Yu-Gi-Oh actually. So these are just a group of guys coming together and actually trying to bring Yu-Gi-Oh to Belize. So he chose to use Noble Knights because everyone thought it was a lame non-meta deck, which he proved them wrong. Yu-Gi-Oh! Belize needs to expand. They're still looking for more players. Older players and newer players are welcome. His hardest matchup was True Draco, and his matchups were Orcus, which he drawed 1-1, Endymion, which was another draw 1-1, Marmails, which he had 2-1, he won that one. ABC, he won 2-0. True Draco, he won 2-1. Fluffles 2-1, and Salamangreats 2-1. So you can see the matchup was very diverse and he actually got the wins that he needed. So now let's get into the deck profile. With the deck profile now, we have something that to me was original. I never played Noble Knights. I respect him for actually stepping up with his deck. And guys, I'm just gonna let you know, I don't know how a lot of these names are pronounced, so please excuse me on that. I'm probably just gonna butcher it as much as I can, and just if I can't say it, the picture is gonna be in the video. So let's go into it, and remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. So we're gonna start off with double copies of this level 4 Noble Knight. Don't know how to pronounce that, but it's okay. Yeah, I'll call it Gawain. And he's using double copies of this, one copy of Drysten, double copies of Noble Knight Ivan, which I see a lot of people use triple copies, but double copies seems to be working perfectly for him. He went into triple copies of Medrot, which this is a staple tree of in any deck profile. He used one Noble Knight Brawls, and also this guy, I'm not too sure of this guy's name, but just one copy. Also he's using triple copies of Brother. Brother is something you have to use triple copies of in Noble Knight. He used Noble Knight of Constantine. I hope I said it right. Double copies of the hand traps. This is something that gives them a very explosive turn during your opponent's turn. During your turn, because they can hand trap you at that point, which you can negate, and it gives you a lot of versatility. He used Guinevere, one copy of Guinevere, Queen of the Noble Arms, and that was monster lineup. As you can see, there was no hand traps. There was just straight monsters on this one that work with Noble Knights, and he has hand traps in the extra deck, oh sorry, the side deck, but that's a different story. We have one copy of Reinforcement of the Army, which all of these guys are warriors, and once they stick with the level 4, he's probably starting them out. For the new set, he actually got Heritage of the Chalice on the spell card, triple copies of that, which gives him a very strong matchup actually for a lot of different decks. 2 copies of Call by the Grave, as this is something that you can use for offense and defense, so just running 2 copies is a staple in most decks. One card that he used here, Glory of the Noble Knights, I think is very good. This is one of the newest cards that came out recently, and I think they're good that way. To use triple copies. He used Noble Knight Arms of Destiny. This is one of the main equipped spell cards that he wants to see, and as you guys can tell here, the other equipped cards were basically targets for Isoul to send to the graveyard, and that's what he did. He powered up off there, and he was just using 2 copies of Excalibur. This was one of the other main equipped cards he wants us to see, so that helped out. And he was using this powerful trap card. This is an underrated trap card for Noble Knight and super powerful. It is until Noble Knights are needed once again. This is a powerful trap card for the archetype, so if you're playing against Noble Knight, look out for this trap card. But a bit of spice here that he had was Solemn Scolding. Solemn Scolding was just a trap card that I wouldn't expect playing, and I haven't seen this since Dinosaurs, the deck, and I think it was a good meta call. Paying 3,000 life points is kind of hard, but with Noble Knights I think you can get over their life points pretty fast. Let's go into the extra deck. For the extra deck, he was using only 2 Noble Knights Isoul, which this card was made for the deck, so understandable why. Using also 2 of the rank 4 XYZ for the Noble Knights, using 1 Exoton Knight. He also chose to use the other XYZ monster for Noble Knights, Arturigos. I hope I said it right. 2 copies of that card, 1 Heroic Champion, 1 number 27, which number 27 was something skeptical. I wasn't sure about it, but then I realized that he was using Gustav Max just to give that 2,000 damage that you need to give. And as we go back, he was using the rank 5 XYZ Noble Knight. I love these guys. These guys' artworks looks amazing. I just wish I understood the deck a bit more. And we were also using here 1 copy of Utopia and 1 Utopia the Lightning to get over those big boss monsters, and 1 of the level 5 Synchro monster. For his side deck, he was using double copies of Red Reboot, 1 copy until Noble Arms are needed once again, so he would side into it to have the triple copies. Then he went back to the past with this guy, Bodyguard Howling. So I think a lot of people did not expect this card. I wouldn't have worked out pretty good for him, and I think this was very important in his matchups. I hope so. Well, I gotta get more information on that. He used another copy of Call by the Grave on his side deck, so I think his side deck is what gave him a lot of power, but game 1 he actually wanted to go just for the straight win with Noble Knight. 1 copy of Raigeki, 2 copies of Effect Veiler, which are the only generic hand traps that he was using. The other ones are actually made for Noble Knight, so that's understandable, which he has 1 more copy here, and 1 more of the level 4 Constantine, I hope I said it, Noble Knight. He was using also in his side deck an Empowered Warrior, so this guy gave him a lot of versatility in the deck, and I think it goes good with Noble Knight. So if you guys need something spicy, here you go. Also, he was using double copies of Lancia in his side deck. So guys, that is the tournament report and deck profile for Noble Knight, 2nd place in Belize, piloted by Jonathan. Well, congratulations on your win, and I hope to see you guys next time. Remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends.